Welcome back to the Relationship Whisperer Show with Miss Dragonfly, where we discuss all things relationships with the aim to make marriage great again. And welcome back, Bluey.
Here once again.
Here once again. Dragged in quick, kicking and screaming. Not in the slightest, yeah? I know you look forward to coming in.
Eager in anticipation.
Every single week.
Well, someone's got to have a voice for the blokes.
And now talking about blokes, this is a subject, also related to blokes. We're focusing on women, but it's related to blokes. You know why?
Oh, dear.
The subject of the matter today is, you've heard of strong, independent woman, yeah? So what is a strong, independent woman, and is she the right choice for marriage?
Well, one word answer is scary.
You know what? I do hear a lot of men being actually told and actually believing that that's the pinnacle of womanhood that you should be aiming for. You know, that's the, what do you call it, a high value woman. Yeah. You hear a lot of men, I don't want a woman that just knows how to cook and clean, you know, I want someone with her own opinions and can debate with me and so forth.
Debate with you?
And won't take no for an answer. That doesn't sound familiar.
Well, you probably.
Don't tell me
you've got a large pool right there.
I mean, don't tell me you've never been desirous of such a woman, hey? Such a strong, independent woman.
That can debate with you.
Yeah,
a lot of them do that. They seem to be very good at it.
Whether or not you seek that out or not, eh?
Well, it's usually, there's another word for a debate. I think it's called an argument.
Oh, okay. So,
I want an argumentative woman. I want to come back from work and get a big argument when I come home.
Yeah, the reason why we're discussing this strong, independent woman, because you know what? This phrase has become one of the most recognizable descriptions of modern womanhood. Yeah? You keep hearing of it being thrown around all the time. But what does it actually mean? And what is strong? I mean, what strength? Does it mean self-sufficiency? She can look after herself. She doesn't need anyone else. So that's the kind of like theme going. And it's something a lot of feminists are pushing. You know, all women should be strong and independent, so to speak. You don't need a man, okay? And, least of all, children, kind of thing. But also, doesn't mean career success, and doesn't mean resilience in adversity. I mean, they're all propped up about this in their minds. A lot of people, I gather, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, don't worry about that. I'll be doing that.
But I think a lot of people in their minds, when they hear the term strong, independent woman, think of a career woman. That's pretty safe.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. A career woman who has a high, would be tertiary educated or educated with in the corporate ladder. I mean, they don't think of a strong, independent woman as someone laying bricks, do they?
Not really.
Even though you have to be strong to do that.
No, definitely.
Yeah, and you can imagine the adversity.
Imagine how many nails that would break.
Yeah. But
all them sharp nails.
Of woman, though, she's not bound by gender roles or boundaries going into a man's profession. I mean, shouldn't feminists be pushing and praising all these female bricklayers?
I don't know if there is too many female bricklayers, to tell you the truth.
Or celebrating those.
Unless it's Lego bricks.
Celebrating those working on oil rigs and how strong and brave they are. I don't hear about that at all. So really, they've got something in their mind, you know. I guess they don't even really think about resilience and adversity, do they?
Not
strong
really.
To them, you know. Well, strong, yeah. I mean, does it mean having the capacity to support and care for others without seeking recognition? You wouldn't want that. That's caring for others, not for yourself. You should be thinking about yourself. Because a reason why, look, it is because, we've recently had a Chinese movie being released called Dear You, and it's basically exploded all across China and around Southeast Asia. It's become very
With
popular.
a small budget, like 1.5 million,
Yeah, US dollars. That's like a shoestring budget.
and it's turned over how much?
A few hundred million US.
Yeah,
On
a
that.
pretty amazing movie, though.
Yeah, I mean, like it's because
I'm so glad I went to watch it.
Yeah,
What was this called again?
Dear You.
DU.
So as you can imagine, it's based a lot on letters. You know, with Dear You. Yeah, about the diaspora. I mean, the Chinese that went overseas, left their homelands, worked,
Run away from
laboured,
communism.
yeah, and laboured and war and so forth. And laboured and sending letters and money back home to their loved ones, sometimes their family, like they're mostly men sending to their wife and children.
Well, a lot of people do that. I mean, it's all over the world, isn't it? Western Union and a lot of these payment places,
But
sort
back
of,
then,
that's their business
it
model.
could have taken months. Because
Yeah.
back then, we're talking about like the 50s, so
Yeah.
40s, 50s.
Yeah, there was
that
no
type of
tap and
era.
go then days.
No tap and go, and no electronic, probably no
People
no
used to
wire
bank
transfer.
with checks.
Yep. Can you imagine that?
Yeah. Oh, I'll write you a check for that.
So, first of all, to start off, yeah, we've got a phrase. What does a strong, independent woman mean today? Okay, so
Today.
I mean, look. If you ask 10 people what is a strong, independent
You'll
woman
get about
is,
12 different answers.
so what do you think they'll say? I mean, like the common things they'll actually say is, yeah, financial independent, like what I listed before, having career success. Okay, so does that mean that the lady working in a job in a clothing store is not a strong independent woman then?
I'm too scared to say.
I'm putting it out to our listeners. Just think about it. Doesn't mean they're not strong independent then. They don't have career success. Confidence, you know, if you confidence, this is what I deserve, so to speak. What this is my value, so to speak. And self-reliance as well. Personal freedom, this is a big thing. Freedom. I've got freedom to do whatever I want. But no, you don't. You don't have a freedom because you're, in fact, stuck still in a job where you've got to follow rules and you're answerable to those above you. How much personal freedom do you have?
Not a lot. Lunchtime.
Not a lot.
Lunchtime.
Lunchtime, and that's it. Half an hour, if you're not back, you're in trouble. That's still not personal freedom. And you wake up in the morning, you're ill, and you've got a client meeting. Can you say no? What happens?
Uh-oh.
You still have to force yourself to get up and go. Otherwise, how would it look? You're ill, they can't say anything, especially if you produce a medical certificate. But you think they're going to be happy with that management? That you had to cancel a meeting with an important client because you suddenly fallen ill.
Yep. And it takes maybe 3 months to reschedule.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, basically you'll piss off the client. The client's not going to be happy because they wasted their time. They go, okay, you're ill, but yeah, really, even as yourself, you'll be pretty shitty about it. And then you've fallen out of favour, and then you've got to go back home. So that's not being freedom. That is actually almost like a form of slavery.
Well,
If that
in
is
some
it,
way.
you cannot say no. If you cannot say no, there's no freedom there.
Good point.
Yeah. So, and also resilience, you know, I guess another thing in the face of adversity. So, and look, really think about it. Have we reduced strength to achievement alone? It's just what you achieve career-wise. That's what means it's strong.
Yeah.
Or is there another form of strength that, you know, receives less attention?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, we haven't really. I mean, like, look,
It's just that we don't know about it.
yeah. So the modern cultural narrative, really, I mean, like, social media often celebrates, you know, things like career achievements. Yeah. This billionaire, that billionaire, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
thing.
And if a billionaire talks, the whole room goes quiet and
Goes quiet.
listens.
Yeah. There's some
Might be a nut
automatic
job. Might be a complete nut job.
nut job or a psycho,
Yeah.
or made the money through very nefarious ways.
Perhaps.
Even behind the scenes that people don't know about. But it doesn't matter as long
Doesn't
as
matter.
Yeah,
As long as they got the money, they'll command the attention.
they're commanding attention. And look, you
And
know,
for the most part, they get it.
yeah, and luxury lifestyles. You know, there are lots of you've heard of
Lifestyles of the rich and famous.
apart from that, but Instagram is stars. And apparently, like, some of them are actually fake, rich.
Oh, well, most of them are. They go to the hotels and they do a review for the hotel. They say, oh, look, I've got 1 million followers or whatever, or 10 million.
Let me take photos.
And I'll take some photos. I'll stay here for the night for free. And then a lot of them get free flights on business class. They do a little review, a little video. And even myself, we used to take the luxury cars, the latest model cars, and we'd do a video review for a magazine.
Okay.
And so you would always get a brand new car all the time, sort of thing.
So I gather that
they get a lot of benefits.
So it worked for them. That's why they kept lending you out the cars. Yeah.
I mean, they want it to be publicly known, and they want that publicity.
Yeah.
And so on.
And look, even to say, I guess it's sort of like making people drool. Oh, I wish I had that.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Oh, if only. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and look, in independence, okay, you see social media very big on independence, on and individual success. Now, you notice, while these are all genuine achievements, on their own, but think about it. What does it all relates to the self.
Yeah.
That person. I mean, are they think about it, are they the same qualities that people seek in a husband or wife? Like someone that just, you want someone as a partner who's independent, has its own thing, everything else own. What does it mean? Independence. They don't really going to value you. They don't need you. And look, you kind of like a thing, then automatically people have a question, will people really only respect or value something that they need? The truth is, yes. Yeah.
Not everybody, but I mean...
Truth is generally yes. You know, you only value something if you need it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, and then
it's
you
okay.
want to
If you
discard it if you don't.
If you no longer need it. I mean, like, look, just like how many pieces of clothes people throw away. Because they don't need it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fashion's moved on. No, don't need that thing.
Yeah, next. I'll get another one.
Yeah, another one. And also, look, professional success and relationship success are not always measured by the same thing, criteria.
Different barometer?
Yeah. I mean, like, you can look at Elon Musk, for instance. He's got great career success.
Well,
business
over the
success.
last few weeks, it's been a bit reduced.
But overall, come on, you have this being for someone, in one lifetime, that's accumulated that much.
Yeah.
And that much, that is great, extraordinary.
Yeah.
But what about his relationship record? Pretty bad. That sort of thing. It doesn't always necessarily translate. Yeah? And look, the movie, okay, I probably, everyone, we're all kind of like, I've just basically reminded everyone of that strong, independent woman as modern society knows it. Okay, but just think about, but there is a different way of looking at strength. Now, the movie Do You puts forward
what an amazing
movie.
I get into the car park, in the car, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I couldn't start the car. I just wanted to sit there and
think about that,
contemplate it.
Absorb
it was like, wow, really touching.
Yeah. So, all right. So, I guess a bit of background on the movie for those
the plot, yeah.
On the plot. Though I do encourage people. I think it's still running in Australia.
Okay.
And so forth. It's still to be released in some areas of the world.
Okay.
But later on, but if you can watch it, please do go watch it.
You might be able to find it online or whatever.
Online, probably not yet. Probably later, maybe on a service like Netflix or something, it'll be released. Though it has it's cut down to 2 hours.
I wonder if it'll win an Academy Award.
I hope it does get a nomination, at least for Best Foreign Film.
Yeah.
There's a foreign film category.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing, especially for the audience, is what was the
plot line. Okay.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Basically, look, it resonated a lot with overseas Chinese because it's told about their family history. But back then, there are issues for either political reasons, war, or poverty, or whatever. people were forced out from China and went overseas to work.
Well, there was a mass starvation in China, wasn't there?
Yes.
Like 60 odd million people died of starvation.
That was in Mao. Yeah, Mao. And this is a lot of them though are left beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeah, before Mao. I think at
Yeah.
that time when Mao came in, that you couldn't leave.
Oh, you couldn't leave?
Yeah, you couldn't leave.
Oh, right.
They closed. The country basically was closed.
Oh, dear.
So that was it. So most of the Chinese that are overseas
Left before.
left before it became.
They realised
communist.
it was coming.
Yeah. There was a civil war before that between the nationalists and the communists.
Yeah.
So that generated a lot of hardship then, and especially with the Japanese invasion at that time as well.
Yeah.
So people escaped. You can understand why, and so that's why. And when they escaped, they left. They took the culture at that time with them. So it's like a snapshot in time.
Yeah.
So that's why the culture for overseas Chinese, the culture is different from mainland Chinese. Because mainland Chinese, they went through communism, so all that, and the ones that are overseas Chinese, they took the culture, the traditional culture
With them.
before communism. Yeah, and so even the practices are different. Some of the practices are different because of that.
Okay.
So the film basically centered on a young man. It is a dialect film. But there is subtitles.
Yeah, you got to read the subtitles.
And it is not in Mandarin, which made it all the more authentic, because Mandarin really did not become an official language until the communists came in.
Is that right?
Yeah, it actually is a Beijing dialect. So when someone says my dialect is Mandarin, your dialect is not Mandarin. If your dialect is Mandarin, it means your family came from Beijing.
Goodness.
That means you speak Mandarin, but your dialect is not the Mandarin.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is a Beijing dialect.
Goodness.
Yeah, and that was the capital, so they took that. It became the language of the court.
But let's get into the characters of the
but
people.
the character was this man because at that time the nationalists were coming to a conscription.
Yep.
Yeah, and so he had to leave. He left in 48.
And he was married, and he had some children.
Three young children.
But he had to take off because what was the options?
What was the option? He would have been conscripted, but no, he wasn't a coward.
And they were cannon fodder, weren't they? They didn't even get a gun or anything. They were just they had to absorb the bullets of the enemy.
Yeah, that's why there was no point. Yeah.
And then therefore a lot of them didn't even get any food.
No
because
food, no weapons.
Why feed them if they're only
going to be dead anyway?
Going to be dead anyways.
Yeah, so you can understand he wasn't a coward.
Can you imagine like a life was given over to absorb a bullet so that the enemy would have a less bullet?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious! How on earth can anybody
so you
be
can understand why he left, because if he died, his family would have starved anyway.
Yeah.
So at least if if he leaves, whatever he chance to make some money and still able to support them. So the options are not many.
Yeah.
So apparently, and I think the backstory was he actually went to Malaysia. I don't know first of all, but he was. I think he worked on the railways or something. I'm not sure if it was the railways or the
Let's
rubber
get to the crux of the matter rather than the outlines.
Yeah. Okay. But he was there in Thailand, worked as a rickshaw driver. Okay, basically a bicycle taxi, pedaling all day, meager earnings, whatever savings he had, he sent back to his wife, and because he was illiterate, he had to have the clerks write the letters for him. And pay them and send the money, and they had remittance officers.
So he sent in the money back that he earned from pedaling a bike around as a bike taxi. Very little money, I'm sure.
Very little, meager savings.
Yeah, but he sent whatever he could have over to back to his wife with 3 children back in.
3 children,
and stayed behind.
Yeah, and he stayed in an inn, an overcrowded inn. And he met this woman. Lamgi, which her family ran the inn, and she was just her father and her was left, and afterwards someone wanted to buy that inn.
No, but they started off as school, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. Also, you're not allowed to have Chinese schools. So they did it in secret, had to secretly do it.
Yeah. So they had to hide it.
They had to hide it, and then you have to watch when the cops come around.
And then they would pretend they were just doing something
else when the cops came in.
Yeah.
Yeah, to check. So they had a report. Well, they had arsonists burnt down the inn because they wanted to buy it, and the owner said no.
Yeah.
So they burnt it, and he got them. He beat them up, and the cops. So he got 2 years in jail for that. Even though there was lack of evidence to prove that the other.
Yep.
Yeah, that they burnt it, and after coming out, he went. He met someone in jail, came out and went to do boating, something with a transport.
Well,
So
he actually
did a
saved
lot
up, and
better.
he managed to get a boat, didn't he? He bought a boat.
Or he did a job. No, I think he was a job in the boating, because he just came out of jail with penniless.
No, but the thing was that he met someone in jail who had boats.
Who had boats, yeah.
And so he gave him a boat, and then he said, "You pay," and so on. So.
And then he eventually was he died. While he was in 2 years in jail, that Lamgi wrote on his behalf to his wife, "Don't tell her I'm in jail."
Yeah,
Instead of money.
don't want to worry them.
Worry
Just
them.
say, "Oh, everything's going well. I'm
when
working
they're-
hard."
I'm working hard and so forth, and then he and then one night the boat next to him was getting robbed,
Yeah,
and then he went to help them,
yeah,
and then he got killed
and he got killed. Yeah,
Yeah.
for helping.
for helping. And then she, and the woman Lamgi were thinking, whether to tell the wife. He couldn't bring herself to tell the wife.
Yeah, and because that he had actually saved the father and her,
And her as well.
from the fire.
Fire, yeah.
So she felt like
Had to get one, yeah.
even the father went and got a job, didn't he? And he contributed.
Well, after that burnt down, she had to take whatever jobs she could.
Yeah.
She was a dishwasher
Yeah.
for a while, doing odd jobs, and
Yeah.
then she opened up a little food store.
But the moral of the story is that she didn't have much herself.
She didn't have much herself. Oh, yeah, and then she
And
found
struggling.
an abandoned baby that was there on
Yeah.
the doorstep.
Yeah.
So then she raised that.
She raised the baby without.
And then so she couldn't bring herself to tell his wife that he's dead. So she continued to write letters as though
it
he was
was
still
him.
alive, as
Yeah.
him, and sent money to her as it came from him.
For years and years and years.
18 years she did that. No, she even sent through food she prepared herself. Over and including a bicycle, which and that time is a lot of money, very valuable back then. Remember, this was like in the 70s, and so
Before, I think, wasn't it?
at that time, I don't know, 60s or 70s, because he died in 1960.
Okay.
Then she sent it afterwards.
All right.
So all that time until the last time, she couldn't bring herself to tell
But
him.
here's a woman who didn't even meet these people.
Yeah.
And she, and she even flew over there, didn't she? Apparently, and.
No, well, she tried to tell her. She was going to tell. I think this was cut out of the movie. She was going to tell her. Okay, he arrived there, but she saw her from a distance and heard her being congratulated. Oh, your son's getting married, all that. Said, yeah, he's getting married soon. And she couldn't bring herself to give that family the bad news when they're having a happy occasion coming up to ruin it. So she just turned around and headed back.
Yeah. And the only photo she got of him was when he was standing next to the students, and it looks like they were his children. That's what she
her
thought.
was the new woman.
And he was just sort of introduced to the photograph at the last minute, anyhow.
Oh, because the
So
guy
his
that was
wife back there thought, oh, he's got another woman,
another family. Yeah,
but he didn't.
Yeah, like that
he was
photo
actually
said
dead.
he's dead. That was
And she kept sending money for 18 years to
afterwards.
support them.
and did not tell anyone, and no one else knew that she
No
was
accolade,
nothing.
no recognition.
No, nothing. I mean, like she's looking after
Pretty amazing.
another woman. Look,
Yeah, and raised a child
And
that
raised
was
a
dumped
child.
on the doorstep.
a doorstep. Yeah. So look,
So where's that kind of woman gone now?
I'm gone. Think about
Do
it.
we
Look,
have many of them left? Where do we find them?
they're
How
not-
do you marry them ones?
They're not flashy. They're not the flashy ones.
Well, they're not.
Yeah, they're not the ones to say, look at me, look at what I've done. Yeah, you know what? So really think about her. She's remained unmarried. Yeah. Throughout the story, she raises an abandoned child. She quietly supports the family of her deceased friend.
Yep.
She sends,
looks after her father.
Yeah, looks after her father. She sends letters, food. She's prepared herself and financial assistance.
Started off a business.
And started off her own business to supporting 2 families. And on her own. And she seeks neither praise nor recognition. She did it all very quietly herself. No one else knew she did it apart from her father.
And then when the recipient found out that had occurred, she was going to sell her house to pay all the money back.
Yeah, initially it was misunderstanding because she thought, if it's from the mistress, say, if this money came from the mistress, I don't want it. So she was going to, send whatever money she's going to repay. She say, and then the son go, Mom, even if you sell the whole house, it's not going to be enough because the money back then is a lot more bigger than it is now. Worth a lot more than it is now. She said, I don't care. If not enough, I'll borrow the money. Otherwise, I won't feel at ease. So, for that, but it was really sad though at the end of it. And came back when they were old, came back to see her, and then Lamgi couldn't remember.
Yeah.
She had dementia.
She had dementia and she couldn't remember anything. Yeah. Well, it was very touching.
Very sad.
And it was like one of them real movies, not like nobody's jumping over a building with one leap,
single bound or whatever,
dodging bullets with a movement of their head or something like that.
They're real stories. They're
real stories, human beings, like the human spirit, and demonstrating human kindness.
Yeah.
And I think that's we need to have a sprinkle of that around the world. A bit of human kindness.
Because
think people who think more about, like, consider others. And it's like what a great person it is when we can find someone who cares more about other people than they do themselves. They're tight with themselves, but they're
generous with all the other people. I know some people cannot get it. Why would you get? Why would you prefer having other people enjoy instead of yourself? And then I think because you get the joy.
Yeah, a lot of people just can't get that.
They cannot get it
because they live in a dog-eat-dog society, or there is what's in it for me. How do I grab mine? How do I grab it? And the people are looking like to grab things. And they're looking for a form of advantage. Usually, in most relationships, people are looking some form of advantage.
Yeah.
And then when you find someone who cares for other people even more than themselves. Look,
the thing is, whether you agree with the aspects of the story or not, the character represents a different model of strength, doesn't she?
Does.
She has compassion.
Yeah.
Okay. Duty. Okay. Wow. We've never. How often do we hear that word in these days? Duty.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Yeah.
Why should I sacrifice myself for someone I don't know?
Yeah.
Okay. Quiet perseverance and service to others. What kind of strength leaves the greatest legacy? Just really think about it. The woman that says, this is what I demand, or the woman that quietly services others. What's a bigger legacy?
Well, there's not many monuments built for critics.
No, there isn't. So now, the contrast is strength through service versus strength through status. Really. So there's two. Let's compare the two.
Service versus status.
So there's strength through status, which we're all familiar with, Career. Look how much I make, an income or title. Oh, I'm
the CEO.
a manager, senior manager of this or so forth. Or I've reached CEO status. Or the pinnacle, I'm on the board of a large company, or the chairman or chairwoman, so to speak. And there's also recognition as well as social influence, or like those social influence. So what's her name, like Jackie O and that sort of thing. They don't do anything other than they've got social influence. Really?
Well,
or even you say actors. They're all for themselves, really, but they've got social influence because lots of people follow them. But are they really strong?
Yeah, well, they're entertainers. Yeah,
Entertainers, are they strong? And on the other side, there is a strength through service. So, as demonstrated by Lamgi in the movie, reliability, sacrifice, kindness. You know, she was loyalty as well to a friend, responsibility. Now, she took on responsibility. She did not have to pick up that abandoned baby and raise him. And responsibility. She did not have to look after his family, but she took on that responsibility. Taking it on. And willingly taking it on rather than reluctantly always forced to. And caring for others. How much has she cared and gave of herself? Even preparing the food by her own hands for his family as well. So really, to think though, can a person embody both?
Yeah.
I think absolutely.
Yeah.
You can have both. Yeah, a person can have both. But the question isn't whether careers matter. The question is what qualities make someone an outstanding life partner. Think about it. Men out there, which woman would most men want to marry?
Well, if she could be the career woman with income, titles, recognition, and social influence in the daytime, 9 to 5,
9 to 5.
and then she could just sort of drop that act, and then become back to reliability, sacrifice, kindness, loyalty, and caring for others.
Yeah. But more often than not, what is espoused, what in society and especially media and so forth pushing is strong, independent woman.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all just being self-centered herself,
yeah.
rather than thinking, not in putting forth the idea about responsibility for others or doing things for others. None of that.
They don't seem that kind of person doesn't seem to get any, airtime.
Any airtime, any recognition, or even value. But you're valuing someone that is actually selfish.
Yeah.
Self-centered, I should say, rather than someone
so that's on
giving.
they're on the pinnacle. So it's like, that's what we need to aspire to.
That's what
the message
to.
is, really.
Be self-centered.
Yeah.
That's what the messaging is.
Don't care about other people. Just think about yourself.
Yeah, just
and
think
then
about
that's where
yourself.
you'll get ahead, and that's where you'll get on.
And then you get admiration from just being self-centered.
Yeah.
But really, and even men to a degree, because they're being fed all that,
absolutely,
in that, and then in a way,
the people who's got the nice watch and the Lamborghini or whatever and all that and the nice things, then they get the accolade, and then the person that doesn't have it, then.
But what I'm talking about is men now being also influenced to think that that's the partner that they should be getting. That's what they should aspire to get. That's what would bring them happiness.
Well, they're few and far between.
Yeah. No. The self-centered career woman.
Yeah.
Is what is a high value woman. Is what you should try to obtain, rather than someone that just works for others.
Yeah.
But really think about it, because remember, you're thinking about always think about what will it be like to live with that person. True?
Yeah.
As a partner. So I really think, look, men vary in what they value, really, but the kind of thing, what they've been told. And I guess it's gone through to some of them, what they want, what they want, be told what they want, what they need. So think about their qualities that men and women like, with appreciating a spouse. I mean, what would you appreciate in a spouse? Well, firstly, for loyalty, you don't want them to cheat on you, yeah?
No.
Would you like them a kindness? Yeah? That's a good thing.
Tick.
Emotional maturity.
Where do I sign?
Yeah. So emotionally mature, not throwing tantrums left, right, and centre. Taking responsibility. So then you don't have to follow up on them, clean up after them, or whatever. Follow up and saying, have you done that? Why do you think I should do it for you?
Yeah.
Snapping back at you like that. Or trustworthiness as well, yeah? compassion.
Yeah.
Have some compassion.
Care for others.
Yeah. You're ill. We should call you up to check on you, or take care of you. Or I said, oh no, I'm going shopping instead.
Well, if you look
like
at
that.
for the most people, in the most part, they cannot tolerate any demand of their time
Of
or
the
energy.
time or energy.
And so even if it's just for a little moment, they'll go into a reaction.
Yeah. And so
But how do you know a good character of a person when they are willing to be sacrificed? They'll
Very simple.
sacrifice themselves, their
Very
time,
simple.
their energy to help others. So someone, for example, goes and helps on a food bank to help the homeless. They're doing it on their days off. They're doing it on their free time.
yeah, that's good, well enough. However, there's such a thing as that doing what's right rather than are they doing it for recognition or not?
That's the question.
That's the thing.
That's the
Okay,
thing.
if they're going to help out to feed the homeless and so forth,
Yeah.
how have they treated their own family?
That's right. And
Because of one thing, going up there, people can see that you're doing work. Oh, and getting social admiration.
So in Australia, I don't know if it's still going, but they used to have the CEO sleepover night for the homeless,
And
they
it
used to
does
put tents
nothing.
in Martin Place with
It
a
does
bit
nothing.
with a bit of cardboard on the ground.
Yeah.
And one of the homeless guys used to go out and give them all a bit of cardboard. Says, "Oh, you'll freeze to death if you're on the concrete, even with a sleeping bag. You need
Yeah.
a bit of cardboard."
Yeah.
And so I remember, so there was all these major CEOs in Australia, like the top of the top, sleeping out. But it was a networking night.
It's a
I reckon.
networking night.
They
It's
probably had a
something for
bottle of Chardonnay in there, whatever. And but here's the point of it. Of all of that, they do it every year, and all the major CEOs that run billions of dollar companies. What has changed for the homeless?
Nothing really.
Not
easy.
much.
I
Not
think
much.
they might have.
You
do
think they
some
couldn't have got their
donation.
heads together and said, "Right, we can get these people out of this. We can
get this in."
make
None
a
of that.
difference here. We can make a difference. We can figure this out. It's not that hard." You know, I know that maybe politicians or whatever wouldn't care less, but you know, there's a solution to it. There's a solution, and you've got the funds to do it. Then you can come up with the strategy required, but nothing much changes if you notice.
So you really think about it. Look, when you're choosing someone to build a family with, okay, do people generally place greater importance on achievements or day-to-day character, really?
Yeah.
What have you achieved? And that's really much trying to get kind of like an ego boost or some sort of status rather than what it would be like to live with that person.
Yeah.
That's what most don't think of.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, the other thing is, what does true strength really look like?
Well, it's a big bicep with, I don't know.
Really? It's a big
I'm only
bicep.
joking.
Look, a big thing would be like remaining calm during hardship. You can take hardship
Yeah.
because life is not always going to be roses and fairies and so forth and rainbows.
They'll throw you a few curveballs. There's no doubt there.
Curveball. It'll be almost impossible to go through life without difficulties being
hardship.
thrown your way or
Yeah.
coming across them.
It's a lot of suffering in this place.
Yeah. So, you know, if you're with someone, which would you prefer? I mean, when you're going through hardship, that's when you need your partner. Will they bail once hardship goes? You know, the old adage of the traditional vows for better
Yeah.
or for worse.
Yeah, for better or worse.
Are they
when
gone?
when the
When the
worst
worst
comes, they might start dropping that word out of the ceremony for better, and then pause, exclamation mark, for
Yeah.
better, exclamation mark.
So anyone
Forget
can
the worst. We
yeah,
don't want the worst.
Anyone can do the sickness.
Yeah.
Anyone can do the better
And
and
the
the
health, and the
but
health.
how many people can do the worst and in sickness? But that's when you need your partner. You know. So what do you do? Yeah, you don't really think about it. Will they bail
Yeah.
when hardship comes? In that case, what are you there for?
That's-
They're just to go for the ride with you in the good times.
Yeah.
Enjoy your good times.
Yeah.
Say.
And if that's not available anymore,
Well,
then-
I'm gone. That's
Gone.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're gone.
Yep.
So, and look, you're carrying responsibility without resentment. You know, and it's thinking, oh, I'm doing this for you, but you hadn't done this and this and
Yeah.
so forth
And-
and so forth. And almost
and
like keeping score.
And a lot,
sometimes,
yes, a lot of times people do that. Like they keep score. I'll do this for you, but you've got to do this for me.
Yeah.
But that's it's
like you're
like
in
a
the
business
workplace.
agreement, isn't it?
You're like, you're in the workplace, and that's not your family then. People have to think about when you're with your partner, it should be when you just let things go and be yourself.
You're easeful.
Be yourself.
You're open, and your face is open. What you see is what you get.
What you get, and should be if your partner in life is the one you trust most.
Yeah.
If not, you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you wouldn't be together.
in Australia, they have this word for blokes called true blue,
Yeah.
and what it means is those who are totally trustworthy.
Oh,
That
really?
what they say is what they'll do. They've give their
okay.
word. That means the true blue.
Yeah.
It's like if they say something, then come hell or high water, they're doing it.
Yeah.
And so they're trustworthy.
Yeah. Okay.
True
Okay.
blue.
All right, true blue. Okay, take note of that. And look, and also helping others without applause. Not seek. You see, lots of
That's
people.
the greatest, isn't it?
Yeah.
When you see someone who's charitable, gives away things, helps other people, but when it comes round to the accolades, they've left the building.
They've left the building. Don't seek accolades.
Yeah.
Don't even want people to
Yeah.
know. You see all
They
those
just keep walking.
those big people that donate
want-
a lot
they
of
want
money.
the name on
They
the
want
building.
name. What do you've got it like?
Trump Towers or something.
Lower Institute or whatever name it is.
Yeah.
It's got to have their name on it.
They want the recognition.
Mission.
Yeah.
So that's not giving away something for nothing.
Yeah.
That's an exchange for something else.
Yeah. But it's a true great human quality and a great character
If
for
you can help
those
without-
people who can be charitable, who have got the ability to help others
Without applause.
without they don't want any accolades, they don't want any claps or anybody to herald their name anywhere. They just keep walking.
Yeah.
And they do it behind the scenes and they remain anonymous.
Yep.
That's the beauty.
That is the beauty. And
Yeah.
also, building families and communities. I mean, and putting long-term well-being above short-term recognition. Really, people that look for the long-term instead of the short-term vibe. So really, I want to ask our audience, what do you really admire more? And is it the person who talks about strength or the person who quietly lives it? So as man realize, a lot of times men equate, strong, independent woman with a woman that is also a capable woman. Would that be fair? Yeah. Capable, but if she's got the mentality of be very self-centered, then that person is not a team player and therefore not suitable as a partner. Because a partnership is being a team. In a relationship, you're a team, you're a partnership. And if anyone cannot play with others or act well or think of the other partner in the team, then it doesn't belong in there. It's as simple as that.
Simple equation.
Yeah, simple equation. And so the woman that's giving and compassionate, that is true strength.
Yeah.
Because that is a lot more difficult there, thinking of others than just yourself.
So blokes, if you know one of them, hang on tight.
Hang on tight. Really.
Don't let them go.
Don't let them go. And to assist you to choosing,
Anything for a plug.
you download your free copy of my book, Your Complete Partner, How to Choose the Right Partner for Love and Marriage for a Lifetime. Head over to the website, makemarriageGreatAgain.net. Okay. And so thanks so much for coming back in today. And
It's over already.
we're coming towards the end
What?
of the show. So, yeah. And to our listeners, don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page. I have 2 Facebook pages, Miss Dragonfly and Make Marriage Great Again. Please try follow both if you can, but at least follow one because I post different things on the Facebook pages. And don't forget to let me know what you think of the show by leaving your comments there. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover, then feel free to leave it there as well. And
Try to be complimentary. If you don't, she'll reply.
as you know, I've got a reply for everything, got an answer for everything. And look, in closing, I'll say...
Well, it is good service, isn't it?
It is good service.
Because we do need happy families, especially
we
in
do
Australia.
happy families,
we
happy
need
marriages.
happy marriages, happy families.
All over the world, right? So
All over the world,
humanity
yeah.
needs it.
Yeah.
Needs happy families. It needs men and women to come together,
Yeah,
work together,
Yeah.
and love each other.
yeah. And not be so focused on the me, and the
Me
dog
or
eat dog.
competing with each other. Oh, I'm better than you, and this
Yeah.
and so forth.
Yeah,
You're nothing without me. That sort of thing.
yeah.
Oh, come on.
So it does do good service, this show.
Yeah. They're trying. We're trying. Okay, just want people to listen. In closing, this is what I'll say. Look, today's discussion wasn't about criticising successful women.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Look, education,
Look,
career.
there's plenty of successful people who are very charitable too.
Charitable
There's no
too.
doubt about that. I heard of a story of one man who made over $8 billion
Yeah.
and he died without a cent. He was living all his life, he lived in the same 2-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
And he gave over 8.5 something billion US dollars away.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a heart.
And almost, and lived very quite mediocre existence himself. Even though he gave away billions, he could have bought a $20 million mansion and all of that pretty easily, but he chose not to. What a great guy. Yeah.
So, because look, education, careers, independence, it's all worthwhile pursuits, It's something to be admired. Yeah, but the real question is whether or not those achievements alone define strength, really? Okay, because perhaps...
Well, if they're serving, if you're bringing forth some technology or something great to the world, and then
Yeah.
it brings change to people's lives, that
Yeah.
actually supports people and all of that,
Yeah.
then if to bring that through with good entrepreneurship is a good thing.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it for the self,
No.
to accumulate all for me,
Well,
so I
is
can
that
get
being strong?
I
Is
can
that
get
really being strong?
so I can
Yeah.
get better designer
Designs.
things, so I
Yeah.
can wear all the designer stuff.
Yeah, so the real question is whether those achievements alone define strength. And perhaps true strength isn't measured only by what we achieve for ourselves, really. Perhaps it's also measured by what we willingly do for others. Because the strongest people often don't need to announce their strength. They don't have to say it. They don't have to advertise it, shout it from the rooftops. You simply see it in the way they live. Like the Lamgi in the movie. That's the way she went back quietly. So, I'm Miss Dragonfly, and I hope today's discussion encourages you to think more deeply about the qualities that truly matter in a lifelong partner. Choose wisely, love wisely, and marry wisely. I'm Miss Dragonfly, and together, let's make marriage great again. Don't forget to tune in same time next week. And until then, it's bye for now. Bye.
Till next time.
Till next time.